You walk into a home and everything looks perfect. Fresh paint, shiny floors, a charming neighborhood. But what if I told you that beneath that picture perfect surface could be a ticking time bomb that drains your savings and turns your dream into a money pit? In this video, I'm breaking down exactly what to look for when buying a home, the red flags agents don't want you to notice, how to spot hidden defects, how to find a safe, thriving neighborhood, and how to research a property like a professional. Whether this is your first home or your fifth, this is the ultimate guide. Let's jump in. Buying a home is not just a transaction. It's a life decision with long-term consequences. Many buyers fall in love with the property based on aesthetic features like granite countertops or hardwood floors, but fail to consider underlying issues that could cost thousands in repairs. You must approach this decision like an investor. Is this home safe? Is it structurally sound? And will it hold or increase its value? Start with the basics. Consider the home's structural integrity. Look at the age of the foundation, the roof, the plumbing, and electrical systems. Ask how old the systems are and whether they've been upgraded or are original. For example, galvanized pipes or knob and tube wiring are major red flags in a home. Even if the kitchen looks brand new, cosmetic upgrades mean nothing if the mechanical heart of the house is failing. Externally, evaluate whether the home fits within a broader context of the neighborhood. Are you buying the most expensive home on the block that might limit future appreciation? Are nearby homes being renovated or are they falling apart? A great house in a declining area may struggle to hold value, while a fixer-upper in a thriving community may represent an incredible opportunity. Always analyze both the home and its surroundings. When you tour a home, it's easy to be distracted by good lighting, new appliances, or a well-placed plan. But your focus should be on things that could cost you later. Start outside. Walk the perimeter. Are there visible cracks in the foundation, large diagonal or stair-step cracks in brick or concrete? Are serious structural concerns? Are gutters and downspouts directing water away from the house? Water pooling around the foundation? Look at the grading. Land should slope away from the home, not toward it. Poor grading leads to basement leaks and moisture damage. Examine the siding for warping or bubbling, which may indicate damage or improper installation. A fresh paint job on the exterior might be covering rot, termites, or mold. Don't be afraid to gently press your hand on siding and trim. Soft spots are red flags. Inside, check the ceiling and walls for stains, which could signal leaks or past water intrusion. Are floors uneven? Do doors and windows stick or swing open on their own? These are telltale signs of foundation movement. Look beneath sinks and behind toilets for signs of slow leaks. Sniff for musty odors. Strong air fresheners could be masking mildew or pet damage. Test every light switch and outlet. If they flicker or don't work, that can mean outdated wiring. Legally, sellers are required to disclose no material defects in most U.S. states, but what's known can be subjective. If a seller can claim they weren't aware of an issue, they may not be held liable. That's why buyers need to be proactive and skeptical. Always request a seller's disclosure statement early in the process and examine it carefully. Look for mentions of foundation repairs, roof leaks, or previous flooding. Even if it was repaired, that's worth inspecting. Ask the listing agent direct questions. Has this home had any insurance claims? Were permits pulled for the remodel? Is this a flipped property? Flipped homes, especially ones flipped quickly, are often red flags. Many flippers cut corners to maximize profits, opting for aesthetic upgrades instead of essential repairs like sewer line replacements or asbestos removal. Remember that real estate agents represent the seller unless you're hired a buyer's agent. They're not obligated to volunteer negative information unless directly or if it's a known defect. That's why it's critical to do your own research. Hire an independent inspector and possibly bring in specialists like plumbers, electricians, or roofers before closing. You're not just buying a house, you're buying into a community. And if you get this part wrong, even a perfect house won't fix it. Start with crime research. Use tools like citydata.com, crimemapping.com, and Neighborhood Scout. These will help you visualize crime trends by neighborhood or zip code, so you're not relying on word of mouth or biased impressions. Schools are another huge factor, even for buyers without kids. Why? Because school ratings heavily influence resale value. Visit greatschools.org to evaluate local schools by test scores, student-teacher ratios, and parent reviews. Homes in top-rated districts often sell faster and at a premium, even in down markets. Go beyond stats. Visit the area multiple times during the day, at night, and on weekends. Is it quiet at night? Is there loud music and parties? Talk to neighbors. Ask them how they like the area, what issues they face, and if they feel safe. Use walkscore.com to evaluate walkability. Are there grocery stores, parks, or public transit nearby? Also, test your commute during rush hour. A 20-minute trip on a Sunday morning might turn into a 90-minute nightmare on a Monday morning. Before you fall in love with photos on Zillow, do your homework first. Look up the property's sale history. If it's sold recently and is back on the market with a brand new look, it's likely a flip. This isn't necessarily bad, but many quick flips hide deeper problems. Compare the listing history and ask why the owner is selling so soon. That alone can reveal a story. Ask the agent for a clue report, comprehensive loss underwriting exchange. This document details insurance claims over the past 5 to 7 years. If the house has had claims for water or fire damage, you need to know. Sellers aren't always obligated to disclose this unless asked. If the report is unavailable or the seller refuses to share that, it's a red flag. Go deeper with the tax and permit records. Visit your county's assessor website to view property tax history. Ask the tax bill jumped recently. That could mean renovations were done. Check if permits were pulled and finalized by searching your city's building department website. Unpermitted work might be poorly done and could even lead to legal action or insurance denial. Finally, research environmental and safety hazards. Use FEMA.gov to check if the property is in a flood zone, which could add thousands in annual insurance costs. Look up radon risk levels on EPA.gov and check for proximity to high traffic roads, power stations, and industrial areas that may impact the air quality or noise levels. Also search nsopw.gov, the National Sex Offender Registry, if safety is a priority for you and your family. Before touring any home, run through this checklist. Look for quick flips and cosmetic-only remodels on Redfin or Zillow. Review property tax history and permits on county websites. Request a clue report from the seller or your insurance agent. Research crime rates via Neighborhood Scout or crime mapping. Check greatschools.org even if you don't have kids. Drive the neighborhood at different times of the day and week. Use FEMA and EPA maps to check out flood zones and radon risk. Confirm HOA rules, fees, and pending assessments. Sniff for mold, look under sinks, and test every window and door while touring a property. Buying a home isn't about falling in love at first sight. It's about falling in love after you've done your due diligence. Cosmetic upgrades are easy. Foundation repairs, roof replacements, and neighborhood quality are not. If something feels too good to be true, it probably is. Take your time. Trust your instincts and use the questions and tools in this video to protect your finances and your future. If you found this helpful, give this video a like, subscribe for more home buying tips, and comment below with your questions. I answer every one. And don't forget to download your free home inspection checklist in the description. Bring it with you on every tour. It might just save you from buying the wrong house. Thanks for watching. Remember, buy smart, live well.